Well, it's been 6 months and I'm excited that you're here today to go over how much weight I lost in 6 months on Weight Watchers. Hi everyone, my name is Aisha. I'm a 37-year-old in Dallas, Texas, and I have been on this journey since December 26, 2003, because I have been struggling with my weight my whole life. And so I decided to take it seriously now that I am just not where I want to be at this age. I really want to take care of myself and just be happier. Not that weight determines, your happiness, but for me, I've been struggling my whole life, and so I really just wanted to concentrate on myself this year, put myself on a path that will make me healthier, happier, and just appreciate the life that I have. I kind of want to go through every single month of how much weight I lost each month, what happened in that month, and then at the end tell you the total amount that I lost. January was my best month. Obviously, I think anyone that does a New Year resolution to lose weight, the first couple months tends to be the easiest because you're so gung-ho, you're ready to do what you need to do. I started at 244.2 December 26, and then at the end of January, I ended at 233.4. So I lost 10.8 pounds. That month was amazing. I was tracking everything that I ate. I walked 10,000 steps a day, and I was drinking my water. I was writing in my journal. I didn't let anything get in my way of really concentrating on what I wanted to do. And so that month just went really, really good for me. I was so excited and so happy and so motivated to have lost 10 pounds in 1 month. And of course, in my mind, I'm thinking, I can do this every single month. And that doesn't happen, right? So February wasn't a bad month either. It was my birthday month. What I tried to do was, I have a certain number of points that I'm allowed to eat every single day on Weight Watchers, right? And you also gain points by the activities that you do for the week. And for dinner, for my birthday, I literally saved every single point. I hardly ate that day. I ate just enough to kind of keep me going, but during the night, I feasted. So February, I ended at 228.8 and with a total loss of 4.6 pounds. Okay. So not where I wanted to be. I was so hoping for at least 5 pounds, but I was pretty close. I was thinking back in January that, okay, maybe if I lose 5 pounds a month, I will be low enough to where I will, be happy, right? Now, March is when it got hard. I already knew I had a plan to take a trip to New York, Baltimore, and Washington, D.C. I was going to a social work conference, so I tried to keep track. When I first got to New York, it stopped. That first day, I was like, there's just no way. I don't know what's in this food. I don't know how many points is everything. I can guesstimate, but I was already going over my points. So I was like, I can't do this. It's just not gonna work. It was a really great trip. I hadn't been to New York in a couple years, so it was really great to go see a couple of my friends. I did really good with my steps. So I would get like 15,000 steps a day, which was awesome. It's just I didn't eat so well and I drank a lot of soda. I also had a couple of drinks. Now that I'm older, I'm just really not into alcohol. But in New York with my friends, I did go have a couple of drinks. After my trip, it took me a while to get back into the groove of things. It was really, really difficult, and I had a really hard time. I started feeling very stressed at work. It took me a long time to get to tracking the way I was tracking and to drinking the water and making my steps. So March didn't go as planned. At the end of March, I weighed 225.6, and so I lost 3.2 pounds. Now, is that where I wanted to be? Not so much. Am I happy that I lost? Absolutely. It just goes downhill from here. Like it just took me a really long time to get back on track. And this is the reality of the weight loss journey. It's not always going to be perfect. You're gonna have those waves, and that's normal. In April, I had an impromptu trip. My sorority was having its 20-year anniversary, so I went to Alaska, and it was a great short trip. It literally was maybe like 4 days, and in those 4 days, I think I did okay with my eating. I didn't walk as much. I stayed with my sorority sister for a couple of days, and then I stayed with one of my best friends that I've known since I was a little kid, Erica. And she basically was my chauffeur. She like took me everywhere. She coordinated to meet up with some of our other friends, and it was just a really great time. Now during the trip, I did okay with the eating. Like I said, I came back, I had only gained maybe like 2 pounds, and that was actually pretty good. Again, I struggled to get back on track. It's just hard after a trip to come back and be full force into what you want to do, but I was able to lose some weight. In April, I was down to 222.4, so I lost 3.2 pounds during that month. Again, did not hit that 5-pound mark, but I still lost some weight. And May is my busiest month. I work at a school. I'm a school counselor, and it is our busiest month because that's graduation time. We're dealing with all the kids that are failing and trying to get them to pass and try to work and make plans and all that good stuff. So it was just such a busy month. It was very stressful at work. I was getting myself back on track. I was trying to track my points and walk my steps, but there was quite a few days that I just didn't hit it, and that's okay. I know that there's certain months that it's gonna be harder than others, and I think if I didn't have that trip in March and that trip in April, I think I would have done a lot better. At the end of May, I was down to 220.9, so I only lost 1.5 pounds. That sucked. I felt shame. I felt guilty that I didn't handle myself in a better way. I wish that I would have stuck to it the way I wanted to. In June, I rocked it. I was amazing. I was so excited with how well I did. I meal prepped all of my food for lunch. I'm telling you, I tracked every single thing I ate. I walked all of the steps that I needed to walk. I stuck through it. I did what I needed to do. At the end of June, I weighed 214.1. In the month of June, I lost 6.8 pounds. Now, do you see what happens when you actually stick through the plan? I had a plan of sticking with my point, tracking everything I ate, walking the 10,000 steps, not drinking any soda, drinking 8 glasses of water every day, right? Like, I know what needs to happen for me to lose weight. And that's what I just want to tell you. Like, we know what we need to do. I'm not saying that everyone can lose weight by following a plan like this, right? It's not possible for everyone. I know sometimes people need other assistance to get to where their goals are at. But for me, I know me. I'm lazy. I give up. My willpower is shot sometimes. And I know that if I stuck with what I needed to do, I can lose the weight. It shows by the amount of weight that I lost in this 6 months. So the grand total of the 6 months that I have been on this journey, I had lost 30.1 pounds. Yay! That is so exciting. I'm so excited that I've been able to lose that much weight. I really can't tell. Like for me, when I look at myself, I can't tell that I've lost weight. However, I have picture proof that I have lost weight. So I'm gonna post the pictures so that you can see just the difference. If you look at the pictures, you'll see in the first picture of me facing forward, you can definitely tell how much weight I lost in my face. Like my face definitely went down, and that I was really surprised how puffy I looked in December. Like my face was, it was just puffy. I don't even know what that was. And now my face is a little bit slimmer, not like super, but it's definitely a difference. And then I can tell around my like waist area, like right above my waist, like right where my boobs are at, I guess. You can tell that it's kind of gone a little slimmer. And then in the front, my pants, like that's in the first picture, shows that you can see the top of my pants a little bit, but in the second picture you can't see the top of my pants with my shirt. So like you can tell that I've lost a little bit in my tummy. Now the next picture shows what I look like on the side. And here again, like I was like, oh, you know, I really can't tell, but I can tell that I have lost a little bit in my gut area. It really shows that it's gotten a little bit flatter, or you really can't tell that I have such a big fupa. Like it's a little bit smaller. So I hope that this picture proof kind of shows that I have been working out and trying and making sure that I am sticking through with what I say I'm going to. So like these pictures were the before and after, and it really just makes me feel so much better to know that I am finally seeing some changes in my body, and my hope is that I can continue making the changes, and hopefully the next time you see pictures you can see even more changes that show the effort that I am putting in. I am hoping that I can stick with this in the next 6 months. I would love to lose 30 more pounds. So at the end of this year, December 31st, if I lost 30 more pounds, I would be at 184. I'm telling you guys, I have not seen 184 since college. I've been above 200 since 2005. That's when I started gaining a lot of weight. This year, I am so committed to being the best version of myself. Some things I learned about myself in these last 6 months is consistency. I need to be consistent. If I am consistent and I follow through with what I say I'm going to do, I can lose the weight. I could do what I need to do. Plain and simple. I can love myself at any size that I am. I mean, I know I may not be the supermodel, I know I may not be the prettiest girl in the room, but I know that I have a really good heart and that I really care about people, and that is a really big part of my personality. And so my hope is that that shines out to other people to say like, hey, my weight doesn't define me. I think that I put barriers to myself because of my weight. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this video. Again, if you haven't followed already, please follow. I would love to have you be a part of this ride with me, and I hope you have a really great day. Thank you.